I'm going to have to bring in topsoil and then replant the grass.
So they literally dug up your entire front yard.
The whole entire front yard.
And the sewer's not even out here.
And it's not here. And so then I'll take you in the basement and I'll show you where the actual piping was for the sewer. And then you can...
Yeah, they dug up her entire front yard, looking for the sewer that wasn't even here. You know, most plumbers would go into the house and see where the sewer goes through the wall, and then they would start there and just follow the line.
Well, he did go in there when he did the estimate. Andy did. When Andy went in to do the estimate, he went in the basement. So when you go in the basement, so where the original septic line was right here where these black marks are. All the piping came across here and came down into this hole right here.
Yeah, it went right
into that, and then went down in the ground, out into
it actually went down through the foundation.
Yes.
Out, not out the wall.
Now all this, which I talked to a couple plumbers who say that this will not pass inspection. I don't know for sure.
Can't tell. The fall almost looks too fast. But I'm not a plumber.
Right. And so, and then I'm not sure about the water lines because not all the water lines have been replaced.
Right. I thought he was replacing all the sewer and all the water.
All the sewer and all the water lines are supposed to be replaced.
These are...
Those have not...
Those are metal.
These ones, I believe, are the sink ones. He just left the old up there. He did not disconnect and remove. They're still up in my sink.
That's a hot water line for something. That must be the old hot water line.
Yeah, he just left everything lay. He didn't take anything out.
And these are the new pipes he put in?
Yep. We run out of hot water very quickly now. We didn't used to before. But I can do like a half a sink of dishes and I'm out of hot water already.
Yeah.
Is because every time he came here, he had to cap something off and then he had to recut the pipe, so then he had to splice it together because he kept recutting the pipe. Because his dad would get sick and he would have to leave, so then he would cap off and leave and then...
And you know, plumbers don't leave junk behind. They take everything with them. All the garbage.
And he didn't cut everything out either. He left, like I said, all these water lines right here are all loose. He just left them.
Yeah, with that going out, like I said, any plumber would come down here and see it goes. They know it has to go out the wall. There's no other reason it would be right here. Maybe that way. But then he started digging up here.
And he actually did have, and you can see the joists right there. He actually had this line ran all the way, and this is, like I said, this is the upstairs.
He came in here and turned this line and ran it this way?
Yep, it was all ran. And he actually was ready to drill the hole. I'm not sure if he did or not.
Good.
Because they already had it dug to go through the wall right here.
Look at an idiot.
To go out front.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, you're in a house, all the plumbing goes to that corner, you know the sewer goes out that corner, you go outside the wall and you start digging until you find the sewer and then you follow the line to where it goes.
Yeah.
You don't go sit, you don't stand in the street and go dig for a hole and dig up your entire front yard.
Yeah, and then...
Trying to find a sewer that's not even there.
And then they tried to...
Yeah, I don't understand not pulling a permit because you have to pull a permit. You have to.
Right.
I mean, so again, I'm actually shooting video as well, but I mean, like here, so here's the front yard. The city thought the sewer was up there. They were wrong because it's in the backyard, which the plumber, doesn't matter. He's not supposed to be listening to the city like that. He should be, I don't understand, yeah. So here's where the pipe, they were going to run it through, like she just said, and they were going to run it out here. And he said they dug holes all in the front yard trying to find the sewer that's not even here because it runs to the backyard. And then the backyard, what the hell with the sinkholes? Here's where it comes out.
Yep. Right here where this big pile is, right here is where they started replacing the line. And then where these sinkholes are is where they dug. Now, mind you, they dug this by hand, Jason. All
I know,
this was
that's...
dug by hand.
So from there to here, how long did this take them?
This took them 4 days.
This is a one-day job.
Yeah,
Half
4
a day
days.
job.
4
Easy.
days they were here digging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they decided to bring a tractor in.
They've got to park in the backyard because they can't park in the front no more. Yeah, that's a little silly there.
So see if you get right there. Now, if my grandson were to come out here unattended, if he fell in that hole.
And I told them that, dude, why don't you just bring a bucket of sand out there and dump it in? Oh, because we can't. That's because you're gonna have to redig it up when they make you. But well, that's crazy.
My grandsons are 3, and my other one will be 2. And my little grandson, my 2-year-old, he is like really tiny. He's about this tall, and weighs about 20 pounds. If he fell in there, he would get drastically hurt.
I mean, they should be paying for a dump truck of sand, and then.
Well, this was all crushed asphalt, all the way through here.
You said the old pipe is still under the old one. They
left it in the ground.
They literally, wow.
If you look at the pictures that I posted on Facebook, you can literally see that the old piping is under the new. Like they just laid it right on top.
So yeah, they took out wherever was connecting the sewer, and then they laid it over the top and laid it in, because it's not, the elevation isn't as high as it really, as low as it was.
Right, and so when I talked to a friend of mine who, when my upstairs was backing up, and he said it could be possible that the elevation to my piping is higher than the main, which would mean that my neighbor's sewer could be backing up into my main, which was causing my problem.
Yeah, I never know.
My upstairs toilet.
Well, there too, if you don't do proper venting, and by him sealing off certain thingies.
Well, he capped off the upstairs toilet, or whatever was leaking. He capped off that one line for 2 days. So when he capped off that line, all that sewage was coming up through my upstairs toilet and into my living room.
And then a little damage up there. He said that there was a water stain in here when he started, but I'm pretty sure that the water wasn't dripping through the ceiling when he started, was it?
No.
It was after he's done. Started October 30th, and what is today? Like the 21st. And this is what they left.
Andy, let me ask you another question. Okay, so he's your dad, and he has the license, and you own the business. So how is it that you guys can get by without pulling a permit, and you promised to do the work that you told me you were going to do, like the outside work, the inside work, the water spigots, the sewer lines, the new toilets, and the hot water tank, and now you don't want to do it?
It's not that we don't want to do it. It's that we explained when we did the job, we talked to you, that we would do the stuff outside, what DICSA was going to pay for, and then if there's any money left over, we would work with you with that money left over to do these various things that you wanted to do.
But the toilets and the hot water tank are part of the plumbing. And you promised those 3 things for sure. You told me those 3 things would be replaced. You told me last Thursday you went to Escanaba to get the toilets, and you were going to price the hot water tank. Did you not, Andy?
I told you that's what the plan was go pick up the stuff.
And so now what has changed?
I guess my dad's eyes what happened Friday night. On Facebook is what changed his mind.
Okay, so you're not going to complete the contract because of what happened on Facebook Friday night?
No, it has mainly to do with it. The money's not left over, and it's not part of the...
How is there no money left over, Andy?
Because of what happened with the digging.
Because what happened with the digging, that is not our problem.
I know that.
And so why is it that you're not going to complete the job the way it should be completed
Because the digging was not my problem.
Digging's not my fault either.
Okay, so then why aren't you going to do the job like you're supposed to do it?
Because there's not enough money left over to do it, and it's not part of the actual proposal with DICSA.
The toilets and the hot water tank are part of the proposal. They are part of the plumbing.
They're not in the... I'll tell you this much. If you call DICSA and DICSA tells me to do it, then I'll override my dad and I'll do it.
Okay. And then what about the inspection? And what about the permit? Why was it not pulled?
Because it didn't need to be pulled from what we were told.
By who exactly?
By Jeff.
Okay, but you are a licensed plumber supposedly in the state of Michigan.
We are.
Then why did you not pull a permit?
Because we didn't need to, from what we were told.
You are a licensed wait a minute. You're a licensed plumber and a licensed construction.
You do so much work before you need to pull a permit.
You cannot do new piping in the ground or in a home without pulling a permit. How do you not know that?
We were told we did not need to do a pull permit for anything outside.
Well, somebody's going to be in trouble. That's all I'm going to say.
So imagine being a homeowner and you get a grant through the state of Michigan to replace all the water pipes, all the sewer pipes in your house, including the new sewer from your house. The plumber comes out, looks at the job, puts a bid in at $13,000, $14,000, and sends a proposal to the state of Michigan through DICSA, through Dickinson County, Iron County Community Action Program, or whatever, it's something like that. And the state agrees, yes, we're gonna give you this grant, and we're gonna replace all your pipes. The state's paying for it. So they come out to your house, they get MDIG to come out. MDIG marks off where all the lines are. You know, MDIG tells you where not to dig. And the homeowner says that they dug there all right. In fact, the plumber dug up the entire front yard looking for the sewer main. Now, apparently at one point they put a brand new sewer line in front of the houses here, but they never hooked any houses to it. It was for a future project, and that is what the plumber assumed he was going for. And unfortunately for him and the homeowner, the sewer's on the side of the house where I just showed you. So they came out here and they dug up the entire front yard trying to find the sewer. They never found it because it's not here. And they're blaming the homeowner, the city, and everybody else for digging up the front yard. And they're taking it out of the bill, not fulfilling on replacing the hot water heater and other stuff that they agreed upon. Anyway, so they got the front yard fixed, and now the fun parts. They went to the backyard, and you see what they did there. You see the plumbing that they did in the basement. Normal times on a plumbing job, you would go into the basement, you'd find a pipe, and you'd start digging outside. It's not what they did. So the sewer actually runs across all the back property, behind his house, through here, and behind all the houses. It took them 4 days to dig from here to there. Now she tells me that when they dug down, they left the old pipe. The old pipe is still in the ground. They just put the new pipe right over the top. They dropped big rocks down on top of it and just filled it in. Well, you see what happened. Sinkholes. Sinkholes. And did I tell you, they never pulled a permit. They never filed for a permit. They never pulled a permit. They never got an inspection. Nothing was done here to make sure the work was done right. It's crazy. It's crazy. So now she's got a lawyer. She's talked to the state. She's talked to congressmen. She's talked to senators. She's talked to the governor's office. She's talked to DICSA. And the plumber has walked off the job, said he's done. He's not coming back. You guys tell me in the comments what you think about this job. I know it's not a long video, it's not a big video, and I'm not telling you the name of the plumber, I'm not telling you the company's name. But you guys tell me what you think. You guys comment below. This is in Iron County, Michigan. Stambo, I think, is the little township here. Stambo Cemetery, right here across the street. But you guys tell me what you think. Does this lady have a case against a plumber? Well, a guy who says he's a plumber, but isn't really? Post below, post your comments, make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and hit that share. Man, When was the last time you seen a plumber do some shitty work? Have a great day, everybody.